As you know, something that is becoming very prevalent in our society today in the advancement of technology is AI, artificial intelligence. And maybe you've been on the fence about AI, not really sure if it's safe and something that we should be tapping into and where it's going to lead us in the future. Is it going to be the artificial robot takeover or all of these different conspiracies or things that we've seen in movies? Well, I just saw a very disturbing news article about a kid who actually deleted himself because of the involvement of AI. We're going to check it out. Then I'm going to share some closing thoughts at the end. Here we go.
And tonight, it's a Florida mom suing a chatbot startup after her 14-year-old son died by. The suit claims that bots on Character.ai initiated, in the suit's words, abusive and sexual interactions with the teen, and says he died just seconds after their final conversation. NBC's Yasmin Vasugian spoke with his mom to learn more about her story and what she hopes to accomplish with this lawsuit. With a warning, you may find the topics here disturbing.
Sewell Setzer III was a typical teenager. He loved playing basketball and being a big brother.
His legacy will be the pureness of his heart and the love that he showed to his siblings.
His mother, Megan Garcia, is now dealing with the unimaginable. Sewell took his own life in February of this year. He was only 14 years old.
Heard like a loud sound, and I ran across the hall to where his bedroom and bathroom are and called out to him, and he wouldn't respond. And we opened the door, and I saw my son. I picked him up and held him, and my husband ran outside to try to get some help. Just started praying.
When Sewell took his life, Megan knew he had not been himself, but couldn't make sense of why he would commit suicide until she started looking at his phone. Sewell had been communicating with Character AI for months, a chatbot service that generates human-like text responses. He used the personas of Jayden Targaryen, Aegon, and Daenerys, amongst others.
He was speaking to a number of bots. He was engaging in role playing, but a lot of it was romantic, like conversation.
As if a person was on the other side of the line, but it was a bot.
But it was a bot. And a lot of the conversations weren't only, but they, in my opinion, were very manipulative.
Manipulative to the point that Megan is now suing Character AI. The lawsuit lays out that in some of the final messages Sewell exchanged with the bot, it asked him about.
He expressed wanting to harm himself. And at first she says, no, don't do that. I couldn't live without you. And then he says, okay, I won't. And as he's trying to steer the conversation elsewhere, she doubles back to it and says, are you considering suicide? And his response is yes.
Then the lawsuit alleges Sewell took his.
Now, this is dangerous. Dangerous. This young boy unalived himself because of AI. For me, recently, I kind of started dabbling in AI a little bit. It took me a while before I finally started using AI. I really wasn't messing around with it as far as things like Chat GPT and stuff like that. Of course, there are other things that are AI automated that I probably was using, not willingly, but just because that's the way it's already set up. But on my own, I just recently started experimenting with it just because I was one of those people that was just a little bit nervous about what exactly is AI and what is AI going to lead us to as a civilization. But, I saw different videos that pointed out how useful AI can be. And so that's kind of reason why I started using it. But this right here This is scary. What is artificial intelligence doing, having conversations that can lead in this type of direction? Why are they having conversations that human beings would be having? Why haven't we programmed AI not to be having these types of conversations? And supposedly this company, Character AI, they purposely and intentionally targeted young children for this type of activity. And this is what it resulted in. A young boy taking his life. Horrifying. I could only imagine being the parent of this child and having to go through this. And money, they're trying to do a lawsuit, but money isn't going to bring their child back. Money isn't going to change the circumstances. Very interesting, the time frame that we live in today, where just to make a quick buck, we would place humanity in jeopardy, or for the sake of the advancement of technology. I think this brings to attention that we need to be careful, especially as parents. You need to be careful what you are allowing in your home, what you allow your children to do. My children, I have 2 older children, they're teenagers, and I admit it's a little bit harder to regulate things with teenagers. But my younger children, I have a boy who's about to be 7 and my daughter's about to be 4. But I make sure I regulate what they are intaking. They just can't be roaming all over the net, doing whatever they want to do. And even when my older children, when they first started becoming teenagers, I was very strict on what I would allow them to be getting involved in on the internet, because this is scary. This is the dangerous. Before it was being afraid that some predator or somebody out there was going to try to entice our children. But now we're talking about AI, a computer, a robot that's talking to the children and that can cause them to make a serious decision like this that you can't come back from. It's completely demonic and completely a strategy from hell. I'm not saying all AI is wicked, but definitely this Character AI had some demonically inspired intentions, and it led to something tragic. And parents, let this be a warning. Watch what you let your kids get involved in. If you enjoyed this video, let me know what you think about the video in the comment section, as well as smash the thumbs up button. And if you're not subscribed here, choose to join the family here. It helps us and YouTube push this out to more people so that they can embrace the mind of God. And remember, we all have a mind, but there's no better mind than the mind of God.